Hey guys, it's currently Tuesday and we're about to head out for a week. We're gonna go stay with my mom and stepdad at their little property on the lake. We went there last year and it was not the best weather, but the weather should be better this time, except for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a little cold and possibly rainy, but it'll be warm otherwise. Because last time it was very windy and very smoky, but it should be better. And then on Saturday, we're gonna go to Gravelberg to go visit my dad. And we're coming back on Tuesday. So we're hitting up a couple different places to visit family. I'm pretty much all packed up and ready to go. I just gotta grab a couple final things. And that's all I really am gonna say for this intro because we gotta get going. It's about a 6-hour drive and that doesn't include the stops. So let's go. Oh, bye little Missy Moo, we're gonna miss you. Kiki's under the bed upstairs sulking because she knows we're leaving. I already gave Mushy all her kisses. Okay, goodbye. Look what I have. We need some Timmies for the road. PSL, obviously. And everything bagel with herb and garlic cream cheese for both of us. So we've been on the road for 4 hours and about 40 minutes. We have about an hour and a half left. We're in Swift Current and we got gas, had a pee break, and now we're switching spots and I'm gonna drive the rest of the way. We are here. And it's smoky again. But maybe tomorrow's rain will clear some of it. Come here, doggy. Come here, doggy. There's a beetle infestation. I'm gonna be eating bugs. See them in there? It's freaking bats. Spooky. This is all new since we were last here. Whoa. Whoa. The fridge.
Tim says a seed wasn't in the can crusher.
Okay. Ooh, can crusher.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thermometer.
The one that said 38 degrees yesterday?
Yeah.
That's 100 Fahrenheit.
Want a drink?
Yes.
What would you like?
Take a gin smash. You said you had a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do have some crabbies. I brought the ones from my house because they've been there so long. I'm scared they're going to go bad. Oh, nice koozie. Or cozy, whatever. Oh, that's not my name. You'll find me at the lake.
My name.
Thanks.
I don't have any with your name.
Yeah, just a touch.
You want something to drink, Christian?
Made by me.
Yeah, sure.
Here's our abode. She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
When you use water, let it run for all nice, you know?
Golf cart time. We're gonna crash.
Then they might put the party off and then they fill up. This is an actual road.
It looks like the boat's just in the grass. never been down here before.
He comes in this little channel here.
Oh.
You did.
Yeah, let's do it.
And this is park property, so we're not gonna actually stop here.
Or went around it one or the other now. Yeah, there was quite a few rocks they had to pick. Didn't want to put back into the couch.
Rat houses. Ah.
That little island earlier today, was all that dirt area was solid seagulls.
Guys have some nicer views, but they got no room for parking. They got nothing, you know?
Jump up. Sometimes she just jumps up the other side because she doesn't want to. She's like, I'm not ready to go yet. This place was for sale last year and it's sold this year. For sale sign. It's smaller than ours, but it's a little spot. And I thought, look out there, trees in the back.
It's just not looking as vibrant on camera. Poor thing.
Oh, okay, I'll put it
Don't squish him.
there. It's gonna get squished.
We got a propane fire because there's a fire ban, so we can't burn wood. This will do though. That's really pretty. And I won't have little pieces of wood flying at me.
Yeah, I know sparks.
Oh, I think that was also weird wood you had last year. Burned a hole in my sweater. I brought that sweater. I have yet to patch the hole.
I must have
Is
worn
that
my
a fire?
remote.
We got the fix in for s'mores. I might have to go with that score. Score looks so good. Uh-huh. The eyebrow. One cocked brow. It's just the shadow, but it looks so funny. Why are you giving me that look?
Sitting the Betty Bed. Betty, Betty Bed, Betty, Betty Bed. 1, 2, 3, Bed. Betty Bed.
Fun bud.
No, not again. I was just trying to brown the other side a little bit. Oh. Smells good.
What you got there, Jamie, that was like my favorite when I was a kid. I would properly cook it like 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
And then as it's turning golden brown, I would stick it into the fire and just let it go and like
really?
let it light up for probably 2-3 seconds.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's black and then you get that super crispy outer layer and then just hot gooey inside. Oh, I loved it as a kid. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you. Score.
Score. Big score. Got a s'more.
That's a big piece of marshmallow.
I do the drink thing. I don't do the s'more thing.
How are the score? S'mores.
Really good. Thank you.
Since today's supposed to be the windiest day, I'm going hair up. Just do a basic pony with bangs back, which isn't the cutest, but it's the most practical. frame it so the wind doesn't get it. I see a dog out there. Oops.
Good morning, Sadie. Hello. Hello. The rain is coming. The smoke is gone now.
Ma'am wants her unboxing on camera. So let's go. Baylee J unboxing. Yeah, you do have to decapitate them to open it.
My grandmittens. Almost
Oh, I gotta put
sliced in my dollar store tablecloth.
That would be awful.
Yes. Sorry, Kiki.
I still have to tape it shut and everything, put it in the box for the full experience, you know?
Yeah. Don't show the top. People might see my address.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Baylee J.
Whoa. Print on the back. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I got the tri-colored.
Yeah.
Tri-colored crank. What's this? Ta-da!
Ooh, pillow cover.
Cover, yes. Oh, it's double-sided too.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, fancy. I'd like to see if it fits some of the ones here at the lake. What else did I get?
Whoa.
Some strawberry sticky notepads because I really like those. Ooh. Fall kitties notepads.
She purchased this, by the way, in the store. Like, she ordered this stuff.
This is Halloween kitties.
Yeah, yeah.
Fall kitties. And Halloween kitties planner pad. And fall kitties planner pad. And a strawberry mouse pad.
Ooh.
And where's my sweatshirt and my t-shirt?
Please.
Oh yeah, they were sold out.
Gonna stick a couch cushion in there. I recommend a 20-inch pillow insert, even though it's an 18-inch cover, because it'll fill it nicely. This is also a flat, kind of a flat-ish pillow, so I almost need bigger pillow in there. But it fits.
Well, the pillows are a little bit lopsided because the covers don't come off, so you have to wash the whole pillow, so they're a little bit lopsided themselves.
Wow. We're going into town. And that's the town. That's the whole town. Close-up train action. Oh my god. This is the closest train shot yet of the whole vlog.
The school's over on the left. Sailing us down.
Saskatchewan! Exclamation. This is all of Main Street. We're at the very edge of town, looking down Main Street. That's the town.
The village office.
Whoa! Secret bag stash. $6.99 for milk that expires tomorrow. Hello. Sask Prairie vodka. I've never seen that. Also, they have peppermint Smirnoff right now. That's a seasonal item. Okay, you can't find that anywhere else but Beachy. I really need this.
And they were beautiful. Look at the...
You could read my love, what a deal my thoughts could tell.
See the speed.
Time for some hot chocolate. We have colored hot chocolate. What color do I want? I kind of want pink hot chocolate. There's only like a couple pinks left.
Pink. Pink.
Oh, those are pink too. It's got a bun. It's a sign. Are you choking or are you sick?
Choking.
Okay. Oh, that's fine then. I don't think the camera's even doing it justice right now. It looks white on camera. No! Let's give it a stir. Is it like white chocolate, maybe?
Maybe if you put some white marshmallows in. Oh, it looks pink there.
Yeah, it does.
It's marshmallows?
Yeah.
No, it's going to really look pink with the white marshmallows. Or else they'll just fall in and look pink.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pink.
Christian's is blue. Mam's is purple.
Gotta get lucky once in a while.
3 5s, yeah. 3 5s to Baylee.
3 4s.
2 3s.
I'm going to do that because I need to get rid of stuff.
Oh, thank goodness.
How many,
A 9. I also have a 9. 2 9s.
2 2s.
King.
Uh-oh.
6.
A 3. I still have my face down card, though. I don't know what it is. 2 10s and a flip. Christian!
How can you save those 10 for the end?
I should have flipped. It was another 3 to go with my other one. But that's good.
Many hands of getting caught with a 10.
This kind of gives me the same vibes as this. We got burgers, beans, loaded potatoes, and there's corn on the cob. But I'll have to grab that after because I'm running out of room on my plate. That day ended up being less windy than forecast, but it was colder than forecast, especially after the rain. So we mostly just chilled inside, went into town, and in the evening we watched a movie, and of course we played cards. But the next day was nicer. Still not crazy hot, but pretty nice. So it was gonna be a boating day. It was really nice weather when you weren't going fast in the boat, but if you were going fast, then it was cold. And sadly, Christian got stung by a wasp after being in the boat for like 3 minutes. He thinks maybe it got caught between his leg and the seat when he was standing, and maybe that's why it stung him. And then I opened a drink after it was dropped, and of course it sprayed everywhere. But yeah, just a nice little boating adventure because Diefenbaker Lake is really big. It has over 800 kilometers of shoreline, but it's also very narrow. So it's like a really long, skinny lake, almost like a T shape. And so we just boated along. There's me in my sweater because it got really cold when we were going fast. We were cruising at about 35 miles an hour, according to the boat speedometer. And so we're checking out the shoreline and taking in the sights. It was a lovely ride. And then we got to a different campground and just kind of looked around, you know, did a little snoopy snoop, and then backed out of there and carried on because we wanted to find a nice sandy beach to chill at. And so this was the beach, although it's full of seagulls and seagull poop. But it was still quite nice. The water was really cold, so I didn't go in past my knees. I thought I would spend some time bobbing with a floaty, but it just was not hot enough for that. There's my little bee friend on the mat that I was laying on, and just a view from the beach of the area around us, the hillsides, so pretty. And then we had some snacks. Of course, you need your beach snacks. And then I just laid down on my mat to get some sun, even though a bunch of bugs kept attacking me, but it was fine. And I had to get some seagull close-ups. There's some seagull drama squawking at each other. Then we have some footage my mom filmed, ma'am cam, if you will. She got some clips of me and Christian walking along the beach because we went for a little stroll out in one direction but realized we couldn't get very far because it got all mucky and whatnot. So we turned back and walked a little bit the other way towards the seagulls, which the seagulls did not appreciate. Then we got back in the boat and carried on further down the lake and even came across the ferry that we will be taking when we further on in our adventure, as we proceed with our adventure. Then we turned around and went back, and here we're playing some cards outside in the dark. Played lots of cards. I love playing cards. So here we're playing golf. And I also really like to play swipe. It's one we play quite frequently. My mom was questioning why I didn't pick up the 4, which probably I should have. But I did draw a king, which is worth 0, so that's good. Because the pair of 4s would have also been 0. Here I'm showing off the cap on this can. My mom has these snap-on lids so that the bugs don't get in your drink, which is very handy. So I read a little bit in the sun. I was sprawled out on the grass on a towel reading, and then I went into the shade for a little bit to read some more, and then we played some bocce ball out back, and this day was the hottest of all the days. It was like 34 degrees or something, and so it was very hot, and I actually ended up getting heat exhaustion because after this I read for a little bit outside. It got too warm and went inside to read, but quickly fell asleep, and when I woke up it was a pounding headache. I was throwing up and I had a fever. I assume I had a fever. I didn't have a thermometer, but it was very unpleasant. So that's how I spent my evening after supper, and I just ended up going to bed early because of that. But yeah, bocce was fun. The boys won. Ugh, can't believe that. And of course had some ice cream as well, and my mom said I had some on my lips, so I had to take a look. In the phone camera, it was brownie made with dates, and then also chocolate ice cream. So a chocolatey delight. And of course some axe throwing. I forgot we did this too before I went inside because I was feeling hot, and that's always fun. Christian was the axe throwing master. He kept getting bullseyes. Then the next morning, I was feeling a lot better, which is good because we had to drive to Gravelberg, which is going to take about 3.5 hours or so. I can't exactly remember. 3 to 3.5 hours. And so the drive to the ferry was almost entirely grid roads. It took us about 50 minutes. And then the very final stretch was paved roads. But I like getting a few of these shots just to show you how wide and open Saskatchewan is. Very flat too, but there is beauty hidden within. So here we are approaching the ferry. I've never been on a ferry this small. I think the only ferry I've actually been on is the one to Vancouver Island. So this was a fun little experience for me, and it only takes about 15 minutes to cross, so it's pretty quick. Because if you were to drive around the lake, it would take a long time. We would actually have to backtrack to Swift Current, which would take an hour and a half, and then carry on. Like, there's just a lot of backtracking if you try to drive around the lake. So the ferry makes things a little quicker. Then we were on the road again. We were on paved roads for a little while and then hit more gravel roads. And here, someone's cows were on the loose. Young cows based on the size. And here we are approaching Gravelberg, Saskatchewan, population 1,000, which actually makes it one of the bigger towns in the area, believe it or not. So there's me showing the entire town right there. And we went all the way into town instead of going to the farm because my dad was in town. So here's me standing in the middle of the road, filming one way down Main Street, and here's the other direction. So yeah, pretty small. My dad's a retired farmer, so now as his hobby, he's got this antique and collectibles store. And so I'm just showing some of the stuff that's in the store. So we hung out there until we went out for supper. Is this bunny thing not right up my alley? I had to get it for free, of course, family discount. So I'll show that a little more in detail later in the vlog. Then after supper, we went back to the farm. Here's the view from the house. Nice, nice. And little old Mama Kitty was there. She's crotchety old lady. My dad thinks she's got to be approaching 20 if she's not 20 years old already, which is very impressive for a farm cat, but she has survived, she has persevered, and she loves her pets, and she actually gets taken into town to the store during the winter, so she doesn't have to be outside. And then behind my dad's house is my uncle and aunt's house, and they have 4 little kittens right now, and 3 of them were up a tree because there was a dog there, because a bunch of my cousins were there with their significant others, and my other uncle and aunt were also there, and so we had a little bonfire, and we were chilling, and it was a great time. But yeah, 3 of the kitties were hiding up the trees the whole time, which is sad, and then this one was in the breezeway between the house and garage, so it was safe from the dog, and got lots of scritches and stuff. Just such a little cutie, and is a little bit bitey. I wonder if that one is Bitey, because one's named Bitey, one's Licky, one's Meanie, and I forget the other one's name. It's like the 7 dwarves. And then this clip here is my reaction from when celebrity number 6 was identified. Again, I'll talk more about that later, but what a day, what a day. And my dad pulled some veggies from his garden. Here's a giant 8-pound beet, and there were also other veggies too. Ended up making a stew with that and had that for supper that day. And that day was actually really hot, so we mostly stayed inside and just like played some cards, watched some TV, read my book, that kind of thing. And then we wanted to do some adventuring, so we decided to set out first thing the next morning before it got too hot, because it was going to be another really hot day. And so this was our little adventure by the river, because my dad found some fossils there previously, and he sent photos of them to the Royal Tyrrell Museum, which is a big dinosaur museum, big museum of paleontology, and they said it was squid, like the arm of a squid or something, but that would be like a really big squid. I didn't even think there would be squids in this area, but that's what they said. And so the water level is really low at this time, so my dad figured it was a good time to go looking for more, especially because the riverbank erodes away and exposes more stuff. That's how he found the last fossils. And so we were poking around where water once was and on the side of the riverbank, just looking for anything interesting. And we did not really find anything, but it was just so fun because a lot of the rocks are already mostly cracked open. They're like big clay deposits, big hardened clay or something. And so you can really break apart a lot of them just with your fingers, pull them apart and take a look. This one looked a little interesting, so I rinsed it off in the water, and it was really not that interesting in the end. So I didn't keep that. I didn't end up keeping any rocks, but just had fun looking around. And I thought maybe there'd be something in that big crumbly thing. Never found anything. And those bones, likely cow bones. And there were a lot of froggies around. They were so cute. So I had to be careful not to step on any because, they were everywhere. So yeah, lots of fun looking around this area, checking out frogs, breaking open rocks, flipping over shells, just having fun. Probably could have used some rubber boots though, because my shoes got so mucky and I wanted to go through the water, but I could not. So yeah, rubber boots would have been nice in hindsight. And a lot of rocks had this mineral deposit on it, which is very pretty, almost like a geode, but not quite as nice. And then this little clump of rock with the plants just looks so cute. I had to film it, and I feel like I need to draw something like this at some point because it's just so cute. And I found a really, really round rock, very spherical, and I cracked it open and there was nothing inside. But I just had the urge to crack it because I'm like, while we're here exploring, I gotta break open a rock. And then we walked back up the riverbank towards the truck, and we passed what appeared to be like a little moose den or something. It looked like a big animal had been laying there, and there was fresh moose poop. So there must have been a moose nearby. Oh, it turns out there was. Once we got up the hill, we saw her. So she must have got spooked away when we got close. And I felt something poking my foot and looked down, and there was a cactus stuck in the side of my foot. So took that out. Then after this, we went and stopped by the house because we wanted to hit up a different part of the river, but also Christian got scraped up from a rock that he was digging at, and it rolled down the riverbank and scraped up his ankle, and it was bleeding a lot. So we got that cleaned up and bandaged and then carried on and walked down to the river closer to the farm. Because earlier we had driven a ways down the river and then explored. So this time we just walked straight from the house and walked around there, which is the area I'm more familiar with because I had walked down here a lot as a kid. This is an old pig barn. There were never pigs when I was alive, but it's from earlier times. And over here is the rock crossing, which I would go to a lot as a kid. And right now, since the river's so low, it's very easy to cross. When the water's high, you have to practically hop from rock to clear to the other side. But right now, very easy to cross. And so, yeah, just walked along there. There was a dead pelican on the other side of the rock crossing. Something had eaten its innards. There's a lot of fallen trees around there from beavers. Christian found a wizard staff. And after crossing the river, we just carried on, and it brings us over by the bridge. And so here's a view from over there, looking back towards the house and panning over towards the bridge. And on the underside of the bridge, there were a lot of swallow nests, although they weren't in there right now. My dad says when they are in there, they all come flying out, and it's kind of crazy, but they weren't in there this day. So just empty nests. And this is where a really old bridge used to be before the current bridge. The road kind of curved, and that's where the bridge was. And then we walked up here, and there are choke cherry trees. My mom would pick a lot of choke cherries back in the day, make like choke cherry syrup and jam and stuff. So I had myself a few. They do have pits in them though, so you gotta spit out the pits. And when we got close to the bridge, the cows emerged. They must have heard us, and so they had to come creep on us. They're not my dad's cows. He used to have cows back in the day, but this is a different farmer's cows. They're just using the available space. And then they started making their way over towards the river. Then we walked back the rest of the way to the house, and that concluded our little adventure. We got all showered and whatnot, and ended up going into town later to go out for supper again. And played a little bit of crib when we got back while my dad was trying to buy some stuff on auction for the shop. And some final clips of Mama Kitty. So yeah, that was our last day there, and the next morning we left at about 10 a.m. And it was a 7-hour drive back to Calgary for us, including the stops. So yeah, long journey back, but that concluded our Saskatchewan adventures and family visits.
So we're now back home and it was time to get back to some shop duties. It wasn't the ideal time for a trip because it was a little too close to my last shop update, but originally we were gonna go to the lake and to Gravelberg at the end of July, but then I was expecting so many deliveries for the shop update during that time, including the sketchbooks, although the sketchbooks were later delayed because of the inspection thing. But I was expecting so much around that time. I was like, I can't go to the lake, which kind of sucks because my brother and my sister-in-law went during that time, and so I really wanted to go at the same time as them, but it just didn't work out. So then we chose this time slot instead because that was another time my mom and stepdad would be at the lake. But it was a little tight with the shop update. That's why I was so adamant about getting the shop update out when it happened, and I did not want to push it back because ideally it would have happened even a week earlier than it did, so we'd have 3 weeks to get everything done before leaving. That is also why I closed the shop, because we were leaving Tuesday and the Monday prior was a holiday and there's no mail pickups on the weekend, so the latest we could ship out products was on the Friday, and so that's why I had to close the store because we had so many orders that it was gonna take us until Friday to get through them all. We needed them all done before Friday's mail pickup. But still, when you send out a whole bunch of packages, especially when you have this many orders, there's always something that's gonna go wrong. Like maybe a package goes missing, maybe something arrives damaged, maybe we forgot to include an item or accidentally included an incorrect one in its place. There's always at least a few things like that that go wrong. And so going out of town right after packing them all, it's like, oh, I know I'm gonna get customer service emails and I'm not gonna be able to do anything about them until I'm back. But I still responded to everybody right away because I could have set up an away notification for my email, but I was like, no, I'd rather respond to people and just let them know that I can't get to it right away. So yesterday I packed up all those orders, which are the ones that are back on the table here. And I have one more to do because I just heard back from somebody whose package never showed up, so I need to get that one out today before the mail pickup. And then I was also doing some editing, which I was also doing this morning, doing some more editing on this vlog. And I was thinking, like, what am I gonna do today? Because I still can't pack the pre-order orders because I don't have the notepads yet. And I was like, well, I can start going through the Halloween Cat sketchbooks to quality check. But just before I started filming this, the notepads were delivered. So I restocked Floral Cat's notepad and Floral Cat's planner pad. I did not restock Halloween Cat's because they were still a decent chunk in stock at the time I ordered these, although now stock is low. But it is Halloween-y, so I don't want to reorder a bunch just to have it not sell by Halloween. So I don't plan to restock the Halloween Cat's design. The notepad could come back next year, but I'm not ordering it right now. And probably won't order the planner pad again because I don't think I could sell another 250 of the Halloween planner pads. But yeah, the Floral Cats ones are here, so I can start packing those orders. I've got 48 pre-orders that I need to get to, which would for sure take up the rest of my day, especially if I do them by myself. I might not even get to them all today, but that's okay. I can book a pickup for tomorrow though and have them all ready for tomorrow's pickup. And now the bunny art. So this was in my dad's shop for $3. He gave it to me for free. But this is just so me. Is it not? First of all, it's fabric, and then it's stitched and has some padding in it, so it's like puffy. Look at that. But this looks so much like some of my bun buns. Like, first of all, this yellow dress looks so much like the garden lesson bun. I'll do a little overlay there. And just similar vibes as the bun buns I draw in cute dresses in general, but then we've also got gingham cloth. We got some mushrooms, you know, there's a little bit of everything. These lily pads are reminiscent of the Little Duckies collection. We got some daisies. It's just so cottagecore and so me. This is so me. And now I don't know where to put it because I feel like it belongs down in this room, but like I really need to start putting some of my knickknacks in other rooms because this room is full. And we got a lot of empty walls in the house where I could put other stuff, but this is just so suitable that I'm like, do I find a spot for it? Maybe. And now, celebrity number 6. Many of you know I've been on the hunt for celebrity number 6 for years. So quick backstory, there was this curtain someone posted online and it has a bunch of stylized images of celebrities on it, and all the celebrities were identified except one. And not only were they identified, the source photo was found that was traced over to create the images on the fabric. but no one could figure out who this sixth celebrity was. And people were even debating whether or not it was a man or a woman. There was just a lot of research, a lot of everything going on. And I first picked up on it almost 4 years ago when it was posted to the non-murder mysteries subreddit, because it was previously posted before that to Tip of My Tongue or something kind of subreddit. But anyway, I found it on non-murder mysteries, and then I followed the celebrity number 6 subreddit, and I've been keeping tabs with it regularly all this time, and I've put in countless hours of my own research, and it's just ruined all kinds of media for me, because I'm maybe just scrolling the internet or I'm watching a movie and I'll see someone who I'm like, oh, that maybe could be celebrity number 6, and then I go on this rabbit hole of Googling and trying to find images. So I've put a lot of time into this, as have many other people. It has plagued me, and I don't know if I've talked about it much on the vlog, but I know I've talked about it in the live streams. And it's been haunting me so bad, and I've said if I die without knowing who celebrity number 6 is, I will have died in vain. Well, we know who celebrity number 6 is now. Someone suggested a model, and this person shared a lot of the same features, and even I was like, whoa, it's like same hairline, same ears, same eyes, this is crazy. But what makes the photo hard is that it's half in shadow, so you can't really get a good look at the celebrity's face. But anyway, I could go into so much detail, but I'm not gonna. A lot of people are like, ooh yeah, it could be this model, let's look more into this. And the model was contacted, and the celebrity who did a photo shoot for a certain magazine was also contacted, because people suspected the image could have been from that certain magazine issue. And it was from like a little mini zine insert in that issue. But the model was also on the cover wearing a different outfit. But the source photo was provided by the photographer, although it was a cropped version, and then the model herself posed with the full image, and so it was officially confirmed. And every little bit adds up, every little wisp of hair, every little detail on the outfit, it all lines up. And one of the craziest things to me is that a lot of people thought she had a hand up here because it looked like there was a thumb there, and I agree it looks like a thumb, but I was so confused about what the rest of the hand would be doing. Like, it just didn't make sense, and it turns out it was not a thumb, it was just a wrinkle in the fabric. And the thing a lot of people suspected was a crossbody purse strap was a strap for a canteen. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that was a canteen? So yeah, the model's name, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Letitia Sarda, or like Leticia, I don't know how she pronounces it, but that's her. That's celebrity number 6, Letitia Sarda. The search has come to an end after all this time. I can live my life in peace now. Although I had a moment just earlier, I'm eating food and I'm scrolling TikTok and there was some celebrity thing, and I had that moment of like, oh, this person looks a little bit like celebrity number 6, and I'm like, no, we know who it is now. You can stop with that, Baylee. Like, we're done. I can live in peace. Oh, also, when I saw the post that celebrity number 6 had been identified, I saw it 23 minutes after it was posted. Something just told me to check Reddit, and there it was. And then I ran out of the bedroom because I'm at the farm. I ran out and I'm like, Christian, the universe's greatest mystery's been solved. And he goes, celebrity number 6? And I went, yes! Just screeched. Like, it's something that may seem so trivial, but it means so much to so many people. So anyway, let's move on. I surprisingly have a lot of footage already for this vlog, so I don't need to film too much more. I was shocked how much footage I got from our holiday. So what I need to do is reorganize all this. I kept it intact because I wasn't sure if Christian was going to be helping me pack the pre-orders or not, but since I decided I'm going to keep him on embroidery, I need to move a bunch of this stuff back over there. Basically everything except the scale and the printer, because I've got a different scale and printer. So, although the scale and printer that go over here are currently unplugged because I was having so many scale issues that I was like, maybe if I unplug my other scale. So that's gotta go back here. This printer's gotta go back here. This is just a different scale. I use this when I have overweight packages because these scales can only weigh up to 10 pounds. And this can go up to 25. Okay, it's still a bit messy. I have more to put away, but I'm gonna stop there for now just to get out that one order that I want to go out today. And then I can tidy up a bit more and work on those pre-order orders. I got some bins that also need refilling before I can start, so I'll have to do a little station restock. Okay, I got that one package done. There was a bit of a setback because my computer will not sign into OneDrive. It's having some kind of issue. And so all my files are gone from my computer because apparently they were all saved to OneDrive, which I didn't realize. So I just had to like redo a bunch of stuff and re-sign into a bunch of stuff. Luckily I don't really need files on this computer. I just had to re-download ShipStation Connect. But yeah, I got enough set up that I can pack orders, so we're good. Luckily, I don't keep too much on this computer. It's just the order packing computer. So there's today's batch to go out, and now I can start on my restock. I had to go on a hunt for my desktop background, but I got it. There's this big Imager collection with Studio Ghibli desktop backgrounds, and this is one of them. She's so excited to see more of her notepads. Yay, they look the same as the old ones. I'm just hoping they're all dry. This did soak through the box a little bit. It was raining when they were delivered, but we were home, so we got them right away, but they did get rained on a little bit while they were being carried over, I suppose. I'm not gonna bother opening all of these yet. I think I'm gonna open one box of each and just let them sit right here, and I can grab the inventory from there. And they're the planner pads. Oh my gosh. I just need to recycle these. I've been keeping them and now they just are in my way all the time. So yes, here are the planner pads. What happened to my finger? I'm covered in green. I'm turning into an ogre. You little stink. Oh, did you miss your mummy? Oh, yes you did. Yes you did. And she was too shy to approach the cat sitter, so she didn't get any pets all week. Oh, poor Kiki. Even all my sleeves are really low stock, so I gotta get more in there. These tend to stick together, so I like to separate them out. Sometimes you can just sort of go like this to unstick them, but these ones are really stuck, so I'll just go one at a time. I quality checked a bunch of sketchbooks, so all the ones in here are A grades, so they're ready to be packed. And it's got me thinking that the A grade white paper is gonna sell out. I never thought it would, but it's going to. At least the A grades are going to sell out. I will have plenty of B grades. For white paper, I have 5 boxes left to go through. Those 5 right there. Probably half of those are B grades, so really not many A grades left. So like I said earlier, I'll go through the remaining Halloween cat boxes just to get an accurate inventory count. And then I can update those numbers and reopen the shop. So I'm planning to reopen the shop on Monday. Just whenever I'm awake, I'll open it up. Oh, and I got a shipping email for the washi tape. They've already shipped, so they're going to be part of the first restock batch. And anything else that arrives by the end of the month will be included in that. I did not go through this entire space to refill the bins, but I'll just do that as things run out because I want to get packing. Oh, you got it! You defeated the evil. You're just all up in my business today, aren't you, little geek? My background is gone again. But also, I cannot access the Windows menu at all. I can't click it. I can't hit the Windows key on the computer. It won't open. I can't access my settings at all. So if I try to just right-click to go to display settings, because that's one of the settings I can click on, it shows this. This file does not have an app associated with it for performing this action. What is going on with this computer? I shouldn't have shut it down while we were away. I should have left it running. I'm signed out of everything again. No! One thing I can do is right-click the start menu and click settings, but then nothing opens up. Now what are you doing? You're being a chaotic geek today. I want to reinstall Windows, but I can't get to those settings, so I'm doing it via command. This better work. Wait, I can keep my files. There was a problem resetting your PC, no changes were made. I feel like that's not a reinstall of Windows though, that's just like a factory reset. Oh, I'm gonna try again with remove everything. The second reset did not work either, so I'm done trying stuff for now. I gotta get packing orders, so I just need to move on to that. Maybe a bit of Kiki Pets. On the plus side, while that resetting stuff was going on, I got some more editing done. Woo woo! That'll leave less for me to do in the morning since the vlog goes up tomorrow. I'm getting some new brown streaks in my hair.
We were young and we were free and running. Never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love. A few years later I have started thinking, if it's just love in every glass I'm drinking, we're like one and without you I'm sinking. I'm always shining next to you. Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing pavement on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you.
I have always been afraid of changes, but you show me life is full of faces. Sometimes clouds got in our favorite places, but we were young and unaware.
Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing pavement on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. La just fine 'cause